Chess Assassin presents Chess Tidal Wave Attacks. In chess, when the term pawn storm is mentioned, most people think of multiple connected pawns on adjacent files marching in a forward manner in a coordinated attack in order to disrupt the opponent's position. While this is only partly true, chess is tremendously fun since one's opponents will often fall victim to such pawn assaults. For instance, in this position, playing the pawn to c5 is a good plan for white. Other options include pawn to g5, which is an excellent option for white, and playing a rook over to g1 with the battery on the g file, or the h file for that matter, are all good plans for white. In this next short miniature, white's move, bishop captures on d5, was an excellent choice. White is planning to trade to an endgame in which he'll have an advantage. And now we have pawn recaptures on d5, and this is followed by knight d6, occupying enemy territory. Now bishop captures knight on e5, d captures, and the pawn is supported on the d6 post. Queen captures on b2. As a result, the queens come off the board. Rook from f to c1, bishop d7, rook captures on a6. And after white completes the first goal of making it to an advantageous endgame, now white's final goal is a game finisher, and that is to push all three pawns, the g pawn on g4, the pawn on g2, and the pawn on h2 will all be pushed in order to attack the opponent's king side. A tidal wave attack refers to more than that of pawns, but could also refer to pieces. Notice the weakness of black's pawn on e6. A wonderful plan for white would be to play the bishop to h3, and this is an attackers versus defenders, followed by knight on f3 to g5. And with these moves, there will be 5 of white's pieces attacking the pawn on e6, whereas black currently has only 4 pieces defending e6. And because the king cannot step to f7 due to the knight, the e6 pawn will fall. Following the initial pawn advances is the minority attack. The minority attack precedes the final pawn assault. So attack with the pieces. The follow-up attack of the minor and major pieces will open up more doors to further attacks. By pushing the pawn to f5, white tries vehemently to disrupt the opponent's king side. However, black is too clever to fall for such tactical shot. After the pieces come off the board, black will find a way to penetrate the opponent's king's side. The bishop on d4 is strong. Queen to c7, king b1, trying to make loot for the king. Rook over to g8. The pawn on g3 can fall, but why go after the pawn when black has such an advantage on the queen's side where white's king is located? Even willing to sacrifice pieces just to get to the king, including the weak c4 square. And black is hopeless. It is a good idea to come up with a second plan. You want to be flexible, especially when calculating variations. Another plan is play the knight to c6 as opposed to d7. Black goes directly for piece trades here. Knight takes c6, rook takes c6, and now h takes g6, followed by rook recapturing on g6, eyeing the pawn on g3. Rooks belong either on open files or half open files. The queens come off the board, and now black has a winning endgame. Okay, that is all I have for now. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for my next video.